Good afternoon, students. I hope you are all safe and healthy in your home. And in the previous videos, we have discussed classification of polymers. In the first video, we have discussed what is meant by polymer, what is meant by monomer, what is meant by polymerization, and example for that one. And the next video, in the second video, we have discussed classification of polymers, and we know that one polymers are classified into four types based on their sources, based on their structure, based on their mode of polymerization, and based on their molecular forces. They are classified, and already we have discussed polymers are classified based on the sources. They are again classified into three types. First one, on the basis of sources, they are classified into three types. First one is natural polymer, second one is synthetic polymer, second one is semi-synthetic polymer, and third one is synthetic polymers. These are classified based on the sources. And second one, based on the structure, they are classified into three types. First one is a linear polymer, second one is branched chain polymer, and third one is cross-linked polymers. Cross-linked polymers, or it is also known as network polymers. This is based on their structure we have classified. And same, on the basis of mode of polymerization, their basis of mode of polymerization, they are classified into two types. First one is addition polymerization and condensation polymerization. These two are classified according to or based on mode of polymerization. And this addition polymerization, it is also classified into two types. That is, first one homopolymer and second one is copolymers. Homopolymers and copolymers, these are two types. Okay, this is our mode of polymerization. And come to the point of fourth one, molecular forces. Polymers are classified according to or basis on molecular forces. They are classified into four types. First one is elastomers, and second one is fibers, and third one is thermoplastic polymers, and fourth one is thermosetting polymers. Elastomers, fibers, thermoplastic polymers, and thermosetting polymers, these are all classified on the basis of molecular forces. Okay, these are classification of polymers. And come to the point, the first one, classification based on the sources. Already we have studied in the last videos. On the basis of sources, they are classified into three types. First, natural polymer. It is natural polymer means a naturally occurring polymer which are found in plants and animals. These are naturally occurring polymers. Examples, you take protein, starch, rubber, cellulose, and resins. These are the examples of natural polymers. And semi-synthetic polymers means it is chemically modified naturally polymers. It is not pure natural and it is not purely chemically made. It is chemically modified naturally polymers. That type of polymers are known as semi-synthetic polymers. For example, you take here cellulose nitrate and cellulose acetate. These are the examples for semi-synthetic polymers. And third one, synthetic polymers. Synthetic polymers are human-made polymers such as plastic, synthetic fibers, or it is also known as nylon 66, and synthetic rubber. Such type of polymers are known as synthetic polymers. These are the classification based on their sources. Up to this we have studied in the last videos, and come to in this video we are going to study classification based on their structures. Based on their structures, polymers are classified into three types. First one is linear polymers, and second one is branched chain polymers, and third one is cross-linked polymers, or it is also known as network polymers. Cross-linked polymers or network polymers. These are the three classification based on their structures. Okay. Then one by one we are going to study. First one you take linear polymers. Linear polymer. Okay. The name itself says that linear polymer means these polymers consist of long and straight chains. And this linear polymer, it is a high density. It contains high density, and it is also straight chain and long chain. Contains long chain. There is no any branch, anything. It is a straight chain polymer and long polymer, and it is high density. This linear polymer is a high density. This type of polymers are known as linear polymers. For example, you take polythene, polyvinyl chloride, PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride, and etc. Okay, these are these polymers. These polymers consists of long and straight chain. Long and straight chains. And it is contains these are high density. These means these linear polymers have high density. So high density. Example, polythene. You take example for linear polymer is polythene. Polythene is a straight chain, and it is a long chain, and it has high density. This polythene also, and polyvinyl chloride, PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride, etc. And how it is represented? Linear polymers are represented as, these are represented as in this type. It is represented as in this way. It is a straight and long chain, and it has high density. These polymers have high density. Polythene, polyvinyl chloride, and etc. These are the examples for linear polymers. Linear polymers means, you keep it in mind, it is a straight chain and it is a long chain polymer. Straight chain and long chain polymer, and also it contains high density. High density. This is for linear polymers. And second type, second classification based on their structures, that is branched chain polymer. Branched chain polymers. Okay, the name itself says that it is a branched. So branched chain polymers means these polymers contains linear chains having some branches. It contains some branches and it is a linear chain. That type of polymers are known as branched chain polymers. And this is a low density polymers. These are low density polymers, and linear polymers are high density, and branched chain polymers have low density and it contains some branches. A linear chains having some branches it contains. That type of polymers are known as branched chain polymers. These polymers, these polymers contains linear chain having some branches, and these are having low density polymers. These are having low density polymers. Linear polymers have high density and branched chain polymers have low density, and it is represented as it is a linear chain and it contains some branches, and this type of polymers are known as branched chain polymers. If the polymer is a straight chain and long chain and it has a high density, then that is linear polymers. And if it contains branches, linear chains having some branches and it has a low density, then it is a branched chain polymers. And go for third type, cross-linked polymers, or it is also known as network polymers. Third one, cross-linked polymers. Cross-linked polymer, or it is a network polymer. Cross-linked means joining, or it is network polymers. And this cross-linked is a bond that links one polymer chain to another. Polymer chain, it is linked. They can be covalent bonds or ionic bonds. Through ionic bond or through covalent bond, it is linked between two polymers. That type of polymers are known as cross-linked polymers. A cross link is a bond that links one polymer chain to another polymer chain. That type of polymers are known as cross linked polymers or network polymers. It is a cross linked polymer. Cross link. A cross link is a bond that links one polymer chain to another polymer chain, and they can be covalent bonds or ionic bonds. Covalent bonds or ionic bonds. A cross link is a bond that links one polymer chain to another polymer chains. It may be through ionic bond or it may be through covalent bonds, and it is represented as this is the one polymer. It is a joined, or it is a linked through covalent bond or through ionic bond. This type, it is a joined one polymer chain to one polymer, second polymer, third. It is a joined through one polymer chain to another polymer chain, and this type of polymers are known as cross-linked polymers or network polymers, and these are the three classification based on their structures. First one is take a linear polymer. Linear polymer means it is a straight chain polymers and long chain polymers, and it has high density. And branched chain polymers, this contains a linear chain and having some branches in their polymers. That type of polymers are known as branched chain polymers, and it has low density polymers. And go for a third type or third classification based on their structures, that is cross-linked polymers, or it is also known as network polymers. Means it is a joined together, or it is a joined one polymer chain to another polymer chain through covalent bond or through ionic bonds. It is known as cross-linked polymers or network polymers, and these are classified based on their structures. And then come to the point, classification based on mode of polymerization. The first one, that is classification based on the sources. First one, classification based on the sources, that is natural polymers, semi-synthetic polymer and synthetic polymers. And second classification, that is based on the structure. Based on the structures, they are classified into three types. First one is linear polymer, branched chain polymers, and cross-linked polymers. And the third one, that is classification based on mode of polymerization. Classification based on mode of polymerization. Classification based on mode of polymerization. on the basis of mode of polymerization, it is classified into two types. It is classified into two types, that is addition polymerization and condensation polymerization. First one, it is addition polymerization. Addition polymerization or addition polymers. Take addition polymers. And second one, condensation polymerization or condensation polymers. Condensation polymers. Condensation polymers. These two are classified. These two types of polymers are classified according to or based on mode of polymerization. And come to the point. First one, take first one, addition polymerization. We will discuss briefly one by one. First one, addition polymerization. Addition polymers. Addition polymerization means, it name itself says that addition means repeated addition, repeating units or repeating monomers are added. That type of polymers are known as addition polymers. Means the addition polymers are formed by the repeated addition of monomer. Repeated addition of monomer molecules possessing through, maybe it may be double bond or it may be triple bonds. That type of polymers are known as addition polymers. Means repeating units are added or monomers, repeated addition of monomers through, it may be possessing a double bond or it may be a triple bond. That type of polymers are known as addition polymerization. Means the addition polymerization, the addition polymers, are formed by the repeated addition of monomer molecules possessing double bond or triple bonds. Double bond or double bonds or triple bonds. Triple bond. And this type of polymers are known as addition polymerization or addition polymers. And again this addition polymerization or addition polymers are classified into two types. The first one is homopolymers and second one is copolymers. First one is homopolymers and second one is copolymers. These are classified into these addition polymers. Addition polymers are these polymer classified into two types. First one is homopolymers. First one is homopolymers, and second one is copolymers. Second one is copolymers. This addition polymer means it is a polymer formed by the repeated addition of monomers. Repeated addition of the monomer molecules possessing through double bond or triple bonds, and it is also classified into two types. The first one is homopolymers and second one is copolymers. Second one is copolymers. Take first one. First one, homopolymer. First one we'll discuss homopolymer. Then what is meant by homopolymer and how it is formed? Homo means same. Homo means same. And what is meant by additional polymer? Means additional polymer means it is a repeated addition of monomers. Homopolymers means it is a addition of polymers, or addition polymers are formed by the polymerization of same monomeric species. Same means homo means same. Same monomeric species are known as homopolymers. Same repeating units, same repeating species are present in that polymers. That type of polymer is known as homopolymers. This addition polymer, it is the type of the addition polymers. Addition polymers are formed by the polymerization of same monomeric species. If same monomeric species are present in that polymers, in that addition polymer, then it is belongs to the homopolymers. Same monomeric species are known as homopolymers. For example, you take a formation of polythene from ethene. Example, for the formation of polythene from ethene, that is CH2 double bond CH2. It is a ethene. From you are preparing formation of polythene from ethene. The same repeating units, same monomers, ethene. It is the same monomer added to form the homopolymers. There is no any different monomers. Same monomer, that is ethene. Same number of ethene. Many number of ethenes are added to form the polymer. That type of polymers are known as homopolymer because same monomeric species are present in that polymers. This type of polymers are known as homopolymers. And go for second one. Second polymers, that is second type, that is copolymer. copolymers. Copolymers means the first one is a homopolymer means a same monomeric units are present. Copolymer means this different monomers are present. That is, these polymers are made by addition polymerization. From two different monomers are formed as a copolymer. It contains two different monomers, then it is a copolymer. If it contains a same monomeric units, then it is a homopolymers. The polymers made by polymers made by addition polymerization from two different monomers are formed as copolymers. If it contains two different monomers, then it is belongs to the copolymers. If it contains same monomers, then it is belongs to the homopolymers. For example, for copolymer, it is Buna S. You heard that name in PUC second year polymer chapter. Buna S. How it is formed? It contains two monomers. In this one, it contains same monomer, that is ethene. It contains ethene monomer, same monomer. But in this copolymer, it contains two different monomers, that is 1,3-butadiene. 1,3-butadiene, that is CH2 double bond CH single bond CH double bond CH2. N number of 1,3-butadiene is a one monomer, and other one is styrene. C6H5 CH double bond CH2. It is a 1,3-butadiene, and it is styrene. What it says copolymer? It has two different monomers. That is, one is 1,3-butadiene, other one is styrene. Here for a homopolymer, same monomeric species, that is ethene. It is same monomeric units, and here two different monomers, that is 1,3-butadiene and styrene, are added to form CH2 CH double bond CH single bond CH2 CH2 CH C6H5. N number of polymers are formed. That is Buna S, or it is also known as butadiene styrene copolymer. Or it is also known as Buna S. How it is formed? Buna S is formed by the addition of 1,3-butadiene and styrene. Two different monomers combined to form the copolymers. This is the two types on addition polymers. First one is addition polymers are classified into two types. First one is homopolymers, and second one is copolymers. Okay, this is classification based on the mode of polymerization, classified into two types: addition polymerization or addition polymers, and condensation polymers or condensation polymerization. And we have discussed here addition polymerization. What is meant by addition polymerization? And addition polymerization are classified into two types: homopolymers and copolymers. That is, Homopolymer means same monomeric units are present, and copolymers means different monomers are present in that polymers. Example for homopolymers, that is formation of polythene from ethene, and example for copolymers, that is Puna S or butadiene styrene copolymers. And in the next video we are going to study condensation polymerization and classification based on the molecular forces. We will study in the next video. I hope you all understand classification based on the sources, and classification of polymers based on the sources, and classification based on the structure, and classification based on the mode of polymerization. After this we have studied in this video, and in the next videos we are going to study other one classification is there, that is condensation polymerization, and other one is that is classification based on the molecular forces. We will study in the next video. Thank you.